It's your boy Wolfie here, man. Look at the smile on my face. I'm ready. You know what I'm saying? Brand new career mode starting on everyone. Borussia Dortmund in the building. Listen, oh my god. It's been long overdue. It's finally coming. This is what I said to you. I knew the career mode I was doing as soon as Spurs finished because I've been itching. You know what I'm saying? I've been itching. I've been clawing to do this career mode, man. So that actually really hurt. So I'm blessed to just be bringing this to you guys, man. And finally, without even mentioning it in the patch notes, EA have actually patched the boots, man. So all the players now got their boots on. We ain't got no more green and black, white and black EA default boots, because nobody be sponsored by EA no more. They don't pay nobody. Trust, you know the words, in the words of expressions, my guy. If he does come across this, how you doing, my boy? You know what I'm saying? Still need to just give you a couple elbows on FIFA. But anyway, man, the Borussia Dortmund career mode in the building, man. In real life right now, it's a bit of a roller coaster. If you aren't watching the Bundesliga right now, it's literally neck and neck with Bayern Munich and Borussia Dortmund. And what I mean by that is it just takes one team to slip up now, because we're both level points. Bayern Munich are of course beating us on goal difference, because what you don't need to understand about Bayern Munich is, the way their engine works. Once that engine is fully oiled and it's fully running in full power, you know what I'm saying, you cannot stop Bayern Munich. They will run through any team. The engine always takes a while to start at the start of the season. It's always a bit rocky. Then from January onwards, once it's well oiled and it's fully in what's the word I'm looking for? It's just in full gear. You can't stop Bayern Munich. So that's what's happening now, man. They're thrashing teams like 4, 5, 6-0. Most recently 6-0. So their goal difference is there. Borussia Dortmund, as I said, we're level points, but we just ain't scoring as much goals, you know what I'm saying? We're not doing that. So really right now it's just a case of who's going to slip up first, and I really hope it's Bayern Munich, man. I really hope that they just fall under the pressure of just something. They ain't gonna fall under no pressure, but I'm just hoping they do, because it would just be nice to have a change in the Bundesliga where Dortmund actually lift the Bundesliga trophy. I think the last time we won it was in 2012, so that's while back, my dudes. So while back. So man, with that being said, man, we're gonna get into some career mode things here. So this is actually the formation I'm gonna be rolling with for the entire series, most likely, because it just works. I played a few games with Dortmund off camera, obviously in kickoff mode, and this formation just works perfectly fine. This is actually the formation I actually ended up going to as well with Spurs when we just started destroying teams at the end of the second half of the season in season 2. So yeah, this is how the lineup's going to be. Hakimi will not be playing left back. Ignore that. You know, your boy does need to secure another left back, and he'll be playing as the right back. I don't know if the EA have actually got his loan for 2 years, because I know how bad EA can be with transfers, but he is here. He's meant to be here for 2 years, so hopefully we can get him here for 2 years. If not, I'll just have to sign him next season. Of course, the wonder kid, the wonder boy, the guy that everyone loves right now, Jadon Sancho, playing on that right hand side. He will actually be playing on the left hand side, and I'm actually going to be talking about Guerrero in a second. What I'm going to be doing with him. And we'll be playing Pulisic for the remainder of his season with us on the right hand side before he does go back to Chelsea from his loan spell. Royce will be staying at that cam role, and Alcacer will be playing up front. Now, I do have a few rules which I'll be talking to you guys about at the end of this episode. This guy, I'm not even going to try and say his name. He is our third option goalkeeper right now, 22 years old, 65 overall, and Unbehan, we're gonna actually release because nobody need him and nobody gonna use him. Marwin Hitz is a new signee. He joined us at the start of the summer window. And then we've got Roman Berkey, of course, who everyone knows about, is our starting goalkeeper. Right back, we've got Hakimi playing right back. He's obviously on loan to us from Real Madrid. He is having a fantastic. I wasn't too keen on him at the start of the season. I really wasn't, but he won me over instantly, man. Some of his performance in the Champions League was absolute, especially the game against Atletico Madrid. Whew, guy was on fire. Felix Paslak, this is why I was a bit bitter about this whole Hakimi transfer. You know, look at then, obviously he's 1 year older, so he's 20, he's 19, he's German, he's Moroccan. I was just looking at it as listen, this guy Paslak is from our academy. He's from our academy. He's German. Why not just play him? What is the point in bringing in someone the exact same age when you've got Felix Paslak? Why just not play an academy born player? Why not just do it? I just didn't see the logic in it. But I haven't really kept an eye on Paslak, how he's doing out loan at Norwich. So if any Norwich fans do come across this video, let me know how he's doing. I might have to just check it after this video, to be fair. But yeah, but Hakimi is doing very, very well. And then we've got Jeremy Toljan, who is out on loan to Celtic, which didn't really agree with, but I see why it was done. You know what I'm saying? My boy Piszczek. Now, Piszczek on this year's game, of course, is 33 years old. He's 81 rated. They still giving him a high rating. But at 33, playing right back, FIFA, he's going to decline. So, he's been a fantastic servant. In real life, I would not sell Piszczek, even though I believe he might be retiring at the end of the season. I need to double check. Either he's leaving or he's retiring at the end of the season, one of the two. From what I read so far, that's what I've seen. Don't quote me on that. But he's been a fantastic servant, and you know, I rate him highly, real high. But unfortunately, this is FIFA. You have to get got, my boy. I'm real sorry. That's tough. You know what I'm saying? That's tough. Centre back wise, I'm not getting rid of anyone, but we've got Akanji, who is probably one of the better centre backs in the Bundesliga. We've got Zagadou, who doesn't really get much game time, but when he does step up and perform. We've got Omer Toprak, who is, I'm not a big fan of him, but he's there. You know what I'm saying? One of the better rated centre backs in our team. And then we've got Abdou Diallo, who's 79 rated as well, who was signed with Akanji in the summer window. Newly signed, wow, the voice cracked. Am I gonna get this out? Hello? Yeah, am I gonna get this out? Yeah, I'm gonna now. Okay, cool. Leonardo Balerdi, new signee from January. I got that out. Yeah, he's got a lot of potential, but we need to train him up. He's not there yet. I actually don't believe he's played yet since he signed. So, bit alarming. Bit alarming, not gonna lie. We've got Schmelzer here, Marcel Schmelzer. Now, again, another player who I believe has been a fantastic servant. Joined around the time, you know, where Klopp was in charge. However, he's 30, 77 rated. Don't rate him on FIFA. He's got to go. There you go, bye, my guy. You know what I'm saying? Alex Victor, one of my favorite players in the team right now. The guy is a buzz with the sauce. You know what I'm saying? Still ain't got his game face. That's tough. You ask EA for it, they say goodbye, my guy. You know what I'm saying? But he is actually on FIFA. He's a flipping rock. I got him on Ultimate Team, and I've been obviously playing kickoff with Dortmund as well. My guy is an absolute rock. So if you can sign him on Ultimate Team, or if you can sign him wherever you're doing your career mode, sign him. Don't nobody get, you'll see it in the gameplay. Don't nobody get through this man. Nobody. Was giving the ass. You know what I'm saying? And then we got Thomas Delaney here, 26 years old, 82 overall. He just signed with us this season as well in the summer. I do rate him. I think he is the opposite of what Witsel is. Witzel's actually very composed and got great vision, good strength, good balance, you know, fairly quick. Delaney, just his vision and his passing is just everything that is kind of the great contrast to what Witsel is. So I really do like these two, you know, as a partnership. And I didn't at the start, it wasn't actually these two that were starting off. It only just recently happened. I believe at the start we were playing either Weigl and Witsel, or we were playing the Hood and Witsel. And I think it was the Hood and Witsel we were playing. Which I was kind of like, no, you need to put Delaney in there. We started putting Delaney in there. Now these two are the actual partnership, which is great. Dennis Bernick out on loan to Dresden, who I believe are in the second or the third division now. One of the two. But 20 years old, 66 overall. Not rated as high as I thought he would have been. He is kind of predicted to be like the next thing for Dortmund moving forward into the next coming years, but EA don't seem to think, you know what I'm saying? Sebastian Rode, I actually rate him, but he just didn't really fit into the team, which is sad. You know, of course, when we did sign Delaney and Witsel at the same time, Witzel's obviously a new signing as well. When we both signed him, I kind of just knew it was lights out for Rode. I kind of knew, my boy. I was like, boy, you saying goodbye, my boy. That's tough, you know what I'm saying? Julian Weigl, fantastic talent. I really like Weigl. I think he is amazing, and when Tuchel brought him in, you know, I think everyone kind of knew he was going to be good. Fortunately, right now he wants to leave to go to PSG. That kind of seems to be the thing that's happening. He's been heavily linked with PSG in the January transfer window. It didn't happen, but now the rumors are starting to get a bit hotter. They did sign Paredes, so I thought that they would, you know, take a step back on Weigl, but it seems that they're kind of keeping an eye on him and keeping their tabs on him, which kind of makes me think, you know, the fact that he said that in the summer I do want to leave, the guy's good as God. So PSG have the money to sign him. We're probably going to only ask for around 35 to 45 million for him, so they will afford that with ease. Sad, really. It is sad because he's been an anchor in the midfield for us, but it is what it is. You know, if someone don't want to stay, don't keep him. Tabassi Rashford, I don't know anything about him, but don't think I'll be using him because he just looks a bit dead. But I've got to keep some players in here. You know, I've got to keep some players in here. Marius Wolf, you know what I'm saying? 77 rated. He joined us from Frankfurt, I believe. I believe it was Frankfurt. Someone quote me on that. I believe it was Frankfurt. I'm going to go with Frankfurt. I believe he joined us from Frankfurt. I actually rate him. I actually really rate Marius Wolf. I really do. Plays down the whole right-hand side. Can play centre mid and can play left mid. Very versatile. 23, very young. 77 overall. We've got time to train him. I really rate Marius Wolf, man. Really do. Don't need to talk about this guy. I do not need to talk about this guy. The guy is the Donny, you know, saying Jadon Sanchino, you know, killing it with the skill. Listen, I'm not comparing him to the guy. Before you got get on my nerves, I'm not comparing him to the guy. But you see how he just dishes out the skill moves when he wants to, and he just gets past players with the skill moves when he wants to. He reminds me a bit of Ronaldo in the Premier League. I'm just saying. You know what I'm saying? You remember Ronaldo back in the Premier League when there was an opportunity to pass the ball, and my guy would say, hey, with the skill moves and everything. That's what Jadon Sancho reminds me of right now. I'm not saying, I am not calling Jadon Sancho the next Ronaldo. I am not saying he plays like Ronaldo. I'm just saying they have the similarities when it comes to using skill moves and things like that and just expressing their confidence. That's literally what it is. That's exactly what Sancho reminds me of, and that's exactly why he's on the mouths of everyone across the entire football nation, because he's just a player that is literally loving football. Like, you can see it on the pitch. He loves his football, and it's, oh my God. Just, I love him. I do love him. Pulisic guy here, you know what I'm saying? Nah, I'm joking. Pulisic gave us some decent years. I do think Pulisic is slightly, even as a Dortmund fan, slightly overrated. I won't even be biased about that. I do think he's overrated. If you go back and look at his statistics, his seasons haven't been great. You know, people talk about him a lot and say he's a wonder kid, blah, blah, blah. But if you look at him, compared to what Sancho's done in one season, you know, Pulisic hasn't been great. Before Sancho, it looked like he was doing good because there was no one else to compare him with. We weren't comparing him with Jakob Brun-Larsen because Brun-Larsen wasn't even in the first team. It was literally just him. He was the wonder kid. Now you got two wonder kids in the team, and you compare both of them and their statistics. You then look at Pulisic and you say, hey, you actually aren't doing all that great. You know, getting 50 million for him, I'll have that. Ala Bakir, don't know too much about him, but he's in the team. Again with this guy, Kamal Bafunta, 59 overall, 16 years old. He might have some potential, you know. He might have some potential. We'll have to see. I just don't like people that don't have an actual... I don't care about the in-game phase too much. I'm talking about like the 2D phase. I don't like that. Mahmoud Dahoud. Do rate him. I don't think he has become... Even at this age, I don't think he's where Dortmund fans especially expected him to be. But he still does well. He's still a good player. He's 22, still young, 80 rated. Got time, my guy. Dominic Wana. Don't know too much about him, but he's in the team. This is my boy. If you follow me on Twitter, if you see me, you know, when I signed him, you know what I'm saying? This is my guy. Jakob Brun-Larsen. I keep telling you, lot, but you don't listen. This guy is the next one in Dortmund, you know what I'm saying? You see that showing great, I'm telling you lot now, I'm giving you the plug. He is the next one up. You lot need to keep an eye out for him. You don't need to remember his name. because once he steps up when Pulisic leaves, woo, I'm telling you, it's a problem. If you've heard I can't remember what video it is. I don't know if it's on their channel or where I saw it, but the Dortmund higher ups were speaking about Jacob Brunarsen, and they are so keen on this guy. So if you think he's not going to be next up, you think, oh, they're going to sign someone. No, he's next up. They are too high on this guy for him not to be the next guy to step up in Pulisic's place. Rafael Guerrero. Now, I see Guerrero as a left back. This is what I said I was going to talk to you about him. I see Donny as a left back. He kind of plays in midfield a little bit. Don't understand why. The Donny started off as a left back, so you keep the Donny as a left back. Not every man can transition into different positions. You know what I'm saying? So for me, he's a left back. However, as a left back on this game, the man is trash. So with that being said, say goodbye, my guy. That's what I was going to talk to you about. I'm actually getting rid of Rafael Guerrero because sometimes got to be done. You know what I'm saying? Sergio Gomez. Oh, somebody quote me on this, but I believe he came from Real Madrid. I believe he did. For those that are going to be shocked about that. Yeah, I believe he come from Real Madrid. A lot of potential. Kid's got a lot of, look at that, 68 overall, 17. A lot of potential. We're training this Donny up. Yeah, no, hey. Kagawa, my boy, out on loan to Besiktas. Hopefully he has a great second half of the season. And then we can come back and review the situation, but the chances of him leaving are very, very high. He's 29. He wants to first team football. I don't blame him. I don't know if there's an optional future fee in the deal with him and Besiktas, but yeah, man. I was such a mark when he came back. That's a wrestling term. So I was such a fan when he came back from Manchester United, and it was the right move. I thought he was going to leave Manchester United and go somewhere else. When he came back, I was just like, that's the perfect move. Needs to happen. And he played, he done well, and then, you know, we just started getting the younger players in, and Royce obviously transitioned into his position. There's no way you're going to start Kagawa over Royce. There's just no way it's going to happen. And there you see it. Marco Royce, 88 rated, 29, man. My guy's 29. Everyone gets shocked when they hear Royce is 29 because we remember him when he was like 23. But when you don't see a player for so long, and they're constantly on the sidelines, and seasons are just going and flying and going and flying, time passes, man. Time passes. I'm so happy he's managed to remain fit. The guy's got what? We've got like what? April, May, June. The guy's got 2.5 months left to stay fit, and he'd actually complete, like, in a very long time, like a full first season. He had a knock, which most, like 80% of players do, which is fine. But he managed, I don't know if it's his mental or what he's done to his body or what he's eaten, but he's managed to stay, for me, injury-free, what I call injury-free, because he's had, like, when I say injury-free, I'm talking about an injury that doesn't last, like, 6 months. You know, the injury he had before, it lasted, like, 2 or 3 weeks. So I'm so happy for Royce. Like, really, 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 really happy with what he's done, and just how he's contributing to the team. Mario Götze, I said it at the start of the season in pre-season. I actually said, and I remember Jacob Brunarsen just scored a goal when I said this on Twitter. I said Mario Götze was going to have a fantastic season. What's he doing? Having a fantastic season. He looks so comfortable in pre-season, my guy. You know what I'm saying? So he's doing really, really well right now. It's like the old Mario Götze is back. He's still young, 26, got time to still grow. It's a beautiful team. Sure, get out of here, man. I don't rate him. That's all I gotta say. Got my boy Robin Kerr. Don't know anything about, but he's there. Maximilian Philipp. Now, he was dubbed to be the next Marco Royce from Freiburg, I believe we signed him from. He was dubbed to be that next Marco Royce kind of guy. You can see they play in the exact same position, so it's understandable. But I actually feel like, personally for me, this is as a Dortmund fan, we've let him down. It's not that he's not good, we've let him down. We've just not played this guy. And even when there were questions and we didn't have a strike at the start of the season before we signed Alcacer, I was rooting for this guy. I was like, play Ishak or play Maximilian Philipp. No, it wasn't happening. And when we did play him, he just looked, don't know, it just didn't look right. So for me, if he stayed at Freiburg, he would have been, in my opinion, he would have been a bigger player than he is now. But just how the cookie crumbles, really. But I want to be trying to use him as much as I can, and hopefully he can be you know, better than our other two backup strikers in Traore and Dolberg, because they were trash at Spurs, simply put. And we got Paco Alcacer, who's joined us from Barcelona on a full fee now. He's with us. It was a loan, but we actually activated that future fee quickly, which is like 30 something million. And he's with us now, scoring goals off the bench, but he will be starting for us in this career mode. And last but not least, we've got Alexander Isak, who is out on loan to Willem, and has actually, I think, in his last 6 games scored 6 goals. So he is in full confidence right now. He's showing what he can do. He's showing that he's ready to put on a Dortmund shirt and actually start and, you know, lead the goal scoring line for us. But it's just up to us to give him a chance. You know, it's up to Favre to actually play him. So that is the first team, a real in-depth overlook of the first team. This is the team I love and support. So it's gonna be a passionate, you know, introduction. If you don't like it, yeah, no, the X button is there. You can click that if you want to. So, within 2 seasons, win the Champions League, reach the final. So I've turned off the Champions League for the first season. Reason being is because I want this to be a long-term career mode. Usually in season 1 of my Champions League, I don't do well. So this is more than likely going to be a 3-season, maybe 4-season career mode. Not saying that 100% because I might actually batter and body the Champions League in season 2, but you've seen me in every other career mode. Season 1 career mode, Champions League, I don't do well. Season 2 Champions League, I'll run through everyone. So I turned it off for the first season. So yeah, so obviously one of the objectives, as you can see, is to qualify for the Champions League and then reach the semi-final of the DFB Pokal. I think we can reach the final of the DFB Pokal. Youth development, sign 4 players to our youth academy, assigned to each of the following positions: a goalkeeper, defender, and a midfielder, and a forward. We can do that. Brand exposure, gain 120 million euros from shirt sales, earn 170 million through media earnings, competition prize money. Great. And win the Bundesliga. Off rip, just off the rip, say no more, off the rip, and finish with the season with a profit margin of 50 million. That's not happening. Yeah, that's not happening. The signings I gotta make, that's not happening. It's not happening. So this is my shortlist that I'm going to be using for this window only. Of course, as I always mention in this episode, make sure you leave comments down below of who you'd like to see me sign. There's some rules though. So with the transfers this year, let me get my, you know, awfully compared and out. Hold up, I'm gonna skip. We're gonna be right back. Right, so this is my shortlist that I'm going to be rolling with for the first window. And of course, you guys can leave me suggestions for players you'd like me to sign moving forward. So make sure you chuck comments down below in the comment section. I just want to see comments everywhere, bro. I even care if you write it twice. Just let me know players you'd like me to sign, man. Because the Spurs career mode, no one left any comments. No one left any players for me to sign. So I was just doing it off my own rip. I was just doing it off my own head. Let me know. However, there's rules. So I'm actually going to be implementing some rules or challenges for myself. And it's more or less going off the vibe that Borussia Dortmund have in real life. And I don't know if you guys watch a YouTuber called Berkster. I can't remember how to say his name. How do you say it? Beekster HD, I think that's his name. He's doing a Leon career mode and he uses some of these what's the word I'm using? They're not really challenges, kind of goals, I guess. No, they're rules. They're rules. So for me, these are the rules that we're going to be going with in this career mode. So signings have to be, keyword, have to be between 17 and 25 years old. That's not a problem. I usually sign young players anyway, so that's not an issue. However, I'm only allowed to sign one player above the age of 25 per season. So let me remind you before you start chucking up players in 28, 29 years of age. I can only sign one player above the age of 25. And let me repeat. I can only sign one player. No, you heard me. You already heard me. I can only sign one player above the age of 25. I have to sell. This is the one that cuts my chest. I have to sell 2 players at the start of every season. It's tough. So it's tough. And I have to have 1 academy player on the bench. Those are the rules I'm going with for this career mode. That's tough, you know. 2 top players every season. Safe to rise, you know. Alright, let me quickly go over this shortlist quickly, man. For right back positions, I've got my boy Robert Gumney. I literally put him on the shortlist because of his name. That's it. We've got Max Aarons from Norwich City. He's got a lot of potential, which would be nice to bring him in. Have Jadon Sancho have a little friend, you know what I'm saying, English friend. Joachim, can't say that last name, but he's got a lot of potential as well. Rapid, very quick. Left back, we've got Sergio Reguilon from Real Madrid. I didn't even know he played for Real Madrid, but this guy is rapid. So it'd be nice to bring him in. We've got Blas Riveros. Who's got a lot of potential. I know this guy from Football Manager, and same with Lato, I know him from Football Manager as well. Berg, a lot of people should know about Sander Berg. He's going to be the next one to make it out of Belgium. I think he's going to move to another team in Europe this season. We've got Nicolas Pepe, who is just dominating, like actually battering League One right now. It's crazy. Definitely eyeing up a big move in the summer. He's been heavily linked to Bayern Munich, which I hope doesn't happen. Dortmund should really step in, but they probably look at it as like we don't need him, but I think he might. The player over 25 that I want to sign is Ike Gundogan. I really would like to bring him back to Dortmund. There have been talks about him coming back. He is not out of favour at Manchester City, but I think he said he's not happy at Man City, and Pep said if he doesn't sign a new contract, then he has to leave. I think that's the situation that's happening there. Let's bring him home, Dortmund. Let's bring him home. In this career mode, I'm going to try and bring him home. I'm going to try. You know, he's an expensive guy, so I'm going to try, but we'll see what happens. We've got Maximilian Eggestein, who's out of contract in real life this summer. And Dortmund are favourites to actually sign him up. More than likely, he might end up at Bayern Munich, but Dortmund should really just step in and do what they need to do. I think they're just waiting to get him on a free. But yeah, he's out of contract this summer, and he's not extending his contract either. And that is my shortlist. So again, I want to end the episode here, man. Let me know, comments down below, players you'd like me to sign. If you're excited for this career mode, make sure you hit the like button. Just spoiler alert, there probably won't be any gameplay for the next 2 episodes at least, but you have a lot of transfer content to watch. So yeah, if you enjoyed the episode, make sure you leave a like. If you're going to enjoy the series, make sure you leave a like. Let's get like 25 likes on the video. That would be much appreciated. It's a long one, but it's the team I love, man. It's going to be in depth like this. I'm sorry. I can't help myself. I love you. Thank you guys for watching. Take care of yourselves.